Welcome back to the Weber Kettle series, brought to you by FOGO Charcoal here on Chud's BBQ, everybody. My name is Bradley Robinson, and today we're going to be cooking up one of my favorite things to throw on the grill. That's right, folks, today we're cooking up some lamb chops, and it's going to be delicious. These are some lamb chops. Lamb loin chops, to be specific. And look at them, they're so cute. They're like little T-bones. And like I mentioned, I love throwing these things on the grill. They are so tasty. It's like steak meets chicken wings, you know? You're gnawing off a bone, but it's still a nice, thick cut of some nicely marbled, beautifully tasting lamb meat. And if you're not a fan of lamb, you probably just think you're not a fan of lamb. And this is a perfect place to start, because I have fooled many people by giving them these, and they ask me what cut of steak this is. So, to prepare these up, we're gonna keep it real simple. Starting with some kosher salt, some black pepper, and you guessed it, some granulated garlic. Oh yeah, flip them over, both sides, all sides actually, because you never wanna forget the sides, folks. Come on, great way to pick up all the residual stuff on the table too. Looking good to me. Now to pop these into the fridge until we're ready to grill them off. As you all know, you cannot serve lamb without a lamb sauce. So, let's make a quick tzatziki. What I've got in this bowl is 2 cups of Greek yogurt. But first, we need to get our cucumber ready. Beautiful, naked English cucumber that we're gonna grate. I wouldn't do this to my worst enemy. Because this cucumber is full of liquid that we don't want, because otherwise we'll get a watery tzatziki sauce, we're gonna hit this with a nice fat pinch of some kosher salt. And we're just gonna let this sit for the next 10-15 minutes to draw out some of that moisture, and then we'll strain it out. While we wait, to our Greek yogurt, we're gonna go ahead and add in 4 cloves of fresh garlic, as well as a big fat pinch of salt and black pepper, and the juice of 1/2 of 1 lemon. The fact that all those seeds missed the bowl is a miracle. For our herbs, we're going in with some freshly chopped fresh dill, as well as some fresh mint. I'm going with Chef John's recipe for tzatziki sauce, by the way. Fresh mint in. As for our cucumber, we're gonna pour that out right into a paper towel or 4. And we're just gonna wring out all the juice. Look at all that liquid. We don't want that in our sauce. That's how you get a watery sauce. Nobody wants that. Now that we got most of that liquid out, we can go in with our cucumber. And that's it. All we need to do now is mix this up. Ooh, smells so good. I love a good tzatziki. So fresh, so herbal. Great with grilled meats, especially grilled lamb. And if you want it any thinner, just go ahead and add some of your cucumber juice back in. Looking good to me. Be sure to taste it for salt and pepper and all that good stuff. But now I'm gonna set this in my fridge to let all these flavors kind of meld and get to know each other while we grill off the lamb. FOGO Premium Charcoal, on sale now. From downtown. "12 minutes later." All right, folks, we got this grill fired up, and we're doing some open-faced grilling today. I've still got the slow and sear in there, but I took the water pan out. That way we have a hot zone and a cold zone in case I need to move them off and let them rest or whatnot. But simply enough, we're just gonna pop these on. Beautiful. And I don't plan on putting the lid on at all. This is something the Weber is great for, especially at a party. If you got a bunch of people around and you want to fill this whole thing up with lamb chops, pork chops, whatever you got. But from here, we're just gonna get a good sear on these. Oh, this is some true American grilling right here. This is what the Weber is known for. I feel like I'm in a Weber ad right now. Even though lamb is not very popular with y'all Americans out there, assuming this video is gonna tank like all my other lamb videos, but you need to try it. It's so good. All my peeps from Australia and New Zealand and pretty much everywhere else in the world, let me know in the comments below how much you like cooking lamb. So as mentioned, these are the loin chops of the lamb, meaning they're from the back, from the spinal region. Very similar to T-bones. So they got a little lamb New York strip, a little lamb tenderloin on there, and they are so good. Nice thick cut, perfect for the grill. Not to be confused with the rack of lamb, which is the ribs, the ribeye of the lamb, and that is probably my favorite cut of lamb. So good. I've got a video all about how to cook that. They're great. They're like little meat lollipops. So tender, wonderful fat cap on there. So good. And if you haven't seen that video, be sure to check it out. To this day, I believe it is still my least popular video of all time, but I stand by everything I said in that video. Lamb has its place on the grill. And for all y'all Americans who are afraid of the gamey flavor, try getting some domestic lambs. There's a whole breeding process that went on a little while ago, or something like that. I don't know the science, but what I've heard is that American lamb is a lot less gamey than New Zealand and places like that. Ooh, these are looking good. This is what it's all about, folks. I need a beer in my hand. What am I doing? There we go. Now I feel right. I just temped all these in. They are right where they need to be, right around the 120 to 130 range. And while they're really nice and hot, I'm gonna go through and hit them with a little bit of some nice extra virgin olive oil, just because I feel like it. It's gonna play really nicely with the tzatziki sauce and add some wonderful fat and flavor. Look at that beautiful pile of lamb chops. I tell you what, nothing beats it, folks. It's like the perfect thing for the grill. Come on, nice and juicy, nice and tender. All right, we're gonna let these rest for maybe 10 minutes or so before we slice on in. All right, I can't wait any longer. Let's see how these came out. Now, usually I use a boning knife for this, but I've already got this knife dirty and I don't feel like doing extra dishes. So we're gonna try our best. Just go right down the bone. It's a T-bone after all, so follow the T. The little lamb New York strip is removed, and now the tenderloin. I wish I didn't shoot this at night. You can never tell the pinkness of meat at night, but I can tell you what, that is a beautifully cooked lamb little tenderloin. I'm gonna just take a bite. Wow. It is so flavorful. It tastes just like steak. I honestly can't tell the difference. It's so good. And we got the New York strip side over here, looking like a beautiful medium rare. Again, I need a bigger soft box so you can really tell without the blinding light here, but I'm telling you folks, if you like steak, you're gonna like this. It's got no weird flavors. When you slice it all up like this, that looks like a little slice of New York strip or a little ribeye slice. No one's gonna know the difference. So good. Off the bone. These are fun to gnaw on too. I mean, I'm not just making this video for the sake of making this video. It really is that good. You have to try it. I got these at Costco, by the way. They sell them all the time. It's one of my party go-tos whenever people are coming over, because you can just hand these out and people can eat them like little handheld appetizers. It's so tender. So good. Nothing to hate about it. No gaminess, just pure flavor. Go through and carve all of these up the way I did that first one. Just like that, and give your friends a blind taste test. They will not know the difference. Once they have that charcoal flavor, that tender meat, perfect medium rare, you will fool them every time. Oh man, I forgot about the tzatziki sauce. But bam! Don't mind if I do. Oh my God. That is spectacular. It makes it, I mean, it's just like any other sauce that pairs well with fatty meat, right? It's tangy, it's acidic, it's got that fresh dill flavor, that fresh mint, the lemon juice. It's a very vibrant sauce, and it just pairs perfectly with this beautiful looking steak. I mean, lamb. That's amazing. So simple. I'm done trying to convince y'all that you need to try this, but this is truly one of my favorite things to eat. Boop, boop, boop. Well, as you can see, I just had a few people come through and devour all of this meat, and they agreed. All you haters out there need to eat more lamb. But without further ado, let's have the official taste test. All right, y'all, and that is it. That is how to make some absolutely fantastic grilled lamb loin chops. Again, if you're on the fence about lamb, this is the perfect recipe for you. It's got zero gaminess and is 100% full of flavor, and definitely worth giving a shot. Not to mention, it is perfect for grill outs, barbecue parties, or the weeknight meal. But that being said, if you enjoyed this video, let me know by hitting that subscribe button and dropping a like on this video. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you want to see me cook next. Big shout out to FOGO Charcoal. Thank you for sponsoring this series. And if you want to see any of the things I used in this video, be sure to head over to fogocharcoal.com. I'll also have links in the description of this video. If you give this recipe a try for yourself, be sure to tag me on Instagram at Chuds BBQ. I'd love to see what y'all are cooking. And until the next time I see you, please go cook something outside. Peace.